Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Vietnam. George, Megatron, Redneck, Europe. Good to see everybody. 18 sets of eyeballs, as Hammerhand would say. 70 degrees here where I'm at. But let's get in and discuss. Never listen or take advice from anyone with funny looking clown hair. You know, the great thing about that is the fact that so many people are doing it tells you they're hive minded, which means they follow the hive. They have to have other people decide their fashion sense. But outside of the blue hair, the pink hair, the really bright orange hairs, the green hairs, you got somebody that's massively messed up. And you got to at least thank them for alerting you to the fact that their blue hair, the colors of a chameleon, are now showing through. But never listen to somebody with blue or pink hair. And if gals wear them, I don't know. Is it some sort of the pink parade that they're doing? Is it a show of you go girl, I'm strong and independent, I don't need no man? I don't know, but it looks ridiculous. What say ye? There's only one person that should have multicolored hair, and he's a skateboarder from my generation, a couple years older than me, happens to be Tony Hawk's best friend. If anybody knows who it is, it's Kevin Staub. He had blue hair in the 80s. He was the only one besides Bozo the Clown. And Bozo the Clown had rainbow hair. There you go. We got Europe says, brother, how are you? Doing good? Megatron, I'm hearing Rival Sons in the background. You're hearing our own Travis Shine Customs. That's his band. It's called the Curious Syndicate. Good stuff. But no, not Rival Sons. Harshit is in the house all the way from India. Megatron says we call him Kool-Aid hair, yo. There's something wackadoodle about that. It doesn't look good. I mean, and then remember that trend where they were looking, gray hair was in a few years back, 4 or 5 years ago, gray hair. Again, eyelashes like snuffleupagus, fish tackle in the nose and the face, wacky doodle tattoos, different colored hair. I saw someone with blue hair that had extensions. Never, the whole topic of tonight, number one, I wanted to chat with you guys. It's been what, a week? Do not listen to those with blue or pink hair. It won't end well. Does the hair color thing apply? Yeah. Well, I think that's part of it. Sure. That's definitely a sign of that movement, George. Colored hair, piercings, and tattoos means she is promiscuous, extreme high body count, waste of time. I would agree with that statement 100%. It's basically alerting you, stay away from this. It's a warning sign. Gone Fishing's in the house. Good to see you. Gone Fishing. D-Man is back. Good to see D-Man. A link. There you go, Megatron. There's the link to Travis's YouTube. He's got some good tunes. Mr. Hemi's back. Good to see you, brother. Crazy how things are going in this country nowadays. I always wanted to move to Japan and live there because the food is great. And I like the cars there because I like to work on cars. Micro cars there, micro capsule hotels, pachinko, sushi, Sony. How can you not go wrong with Japan? That's one of my goals, is to go to Japan maybe a week, stay in a micro capsule hotel that's like a foot wide by 2 feet tall. Do that, play some pachinko, check out the Japanese ladies. I don't know, just watch everybody with their kamera. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Christian Henny's back. Good to see you. George, there's a lot of them here too. Europe says most of these women with colored hair are womanists. Yes. Entitled womanist, independent. You go, girl. They don't need no man. Right? Timmy Kramer, the forever bachelor, back in the house. Girl in the gym this morning was lifting weights with green hair. Woke is mainstream. And by the way, nobody should be drinking Budweiser or anything but by Anheuser-Busch. Has anybody seen the Kid Rock video? That's all that needs to be said. I cannot believe, number one, I cannot believe that person who, I don't know if the person is more of a cross-dresser than transgendered. I don't know. A lot of people call they a he. I want to say it right so I don't get canceled. But yeah, I don't understand if it's like a parade, if this person is living this way full time, has transitioned into a female personality, or is just making fun. I don't know, because everything I see looks like it's making fun of everything. But and I listened to the VP of marketing, some young gal, I read her story. She comes from that push, this whole marketing push, because they want influencers to push to the new generation of woke, wimpy people. Woke, entitled, feelings are govern us, those types. The emotionals is what I call them. So I looked at the background. She has 3 babies by surrogate. No surprise there. No surprise. Puts the Dylan Mulvaney. I don't even want to mention the person's name. Nike's doing the same thing. I'm from Beaverton, Oregon, where Nike's from. I remember before they had their mega campus, seeing Phil Knight drive his white ghetto rabbit, VW rabbit. But anyhow, long story short, they're doing it too. Guys, woke goes broke. Well, Christian says, my ex had red hair. Oh, oh yeah, the red hairs too. I'm a fan of Japan, says Megatron. There you go. Old Christian says, girls who have colors scream. Oh yeah, there's issues there. I'm telling you, people live their internal feelings on the external. Does that make sense? So if someone's tatted up, they like the pain of the needle. They like the attention they get because they probably were not given attention growing up. And it's kind of sad. We have lived in a world where the court system has destroyed society. And a lot of these kids that haven't grown up with moms and dads, and there's a ton of you in here. My parents are still married, but was it a perfect family? No, we had our ton of issues. But the fact that kids are not having a mom and dad today are causing these sorts of issues. We got the Emperor Chris Mitchell back from Canada. Good to see Chris. He hasn't done much lately. He's probably working, making his pizzas. Check out Chris Mitchell's channel. It's all the same. It's all messed up. Saying the truth is now called blank speech. What a clown show. Well, you can't. There's no such thing as freedom of speech anymore. You can't say what you think, because if you do say what you think, you're going to get canceled. You're going to have the government on your tail. Keep your mouth shut. Hope you're all doing well in this insane world. You too, brother. George says, how many genders do you think there are? There's only 2. And there's no more than 2. There would be a third. The intersex, the hermaphrodites, would probably be considered the third, but that's about it. I saw Bud Light thanks Obama. Obama's pushing something, you guys. He's still working behind the scenes. Hiking Havasu Falls in a week, 11 miles with 70 pounds. LB's on my back. No woman can do that. No way. Good for you, brother. Timmy Kramer, living the life. Amar is in the house. Good to see Amar. Redneck Red Pill says, I feel you, man. I speak a little Japanese, still learning. My dream is to go to Tokyo or Osaka and open my garage. They love American culture. There's a cholo culture in Japan, like cholos. They wear the bandanas, the flannels, the SA. They're all into the lowriders. It's crazy. There's all sorts of genres there. Green hair, maybe she wants to attract Hulk from the Avengers. Attracting Hulk for 300 Trebek. How will I grow a child in today's age? We do not recommend having children in today's age, George, unless they're overseas, and even that's sketch. Kid Rock is right, 100%. I respect Robert Ritchie, or as Donald Trump calls him, Bob Ritchie. Why not moving also to Rumble? Some content creators are being canceled without any explanation. Amar, I mean, yeah, that's good, but unfortunately the traffic isn't there. We'll have to see about that. If a woman colors her hair, it means she wants to start new. And if she colors her hair red, it means she wants to have fun. Well, there you go. There you go. You go, girl. Live loud, love. Trump haters. Trump only knows two genders. She-Hulks are feminists. Yes, they are. Shout out to Chris Mitchell's channel. Chris, got to put some pizza making ones up there. If you say there are only two, they will explode and say you are not from this earth. Sit back and watch Rome burn. And next up, the Rothschild. It's all planned. Yeah, it's all planned. Chris Mitchell, get your channel going back up. Get some live streams. You've always host some good stuff. What about churros? They probably have churros in they've got a Harley culture. They've got a rockabilly culture. They've got an essay cholo culture. They've got a cowboy culture. None of the Japanese, they love American stuff. Adoption, if you need kids, even, people talk about this. They say, you know what, but Rad, why don't I just go get a surrogate and I'll have it that way? Here's the deal. You're going to have Cuckoo Karen or, the gal that's always, stalking in that neighbor that's always checking in on everyone. It only takes one call from a man that's raising, let's say you have a boy and a girl. You have two kids and you're raising them. That's going to make people suspicious and call CPS. I'm telling you, people say, oh, I'll get a surrogate. Yeah, that makes sense logically, but you're going to be dealing with people, even at school. These kids are going to eventually go to school. The teachers, they could say whatever they want. They'll call any authority and they'll come and they'll take the kids. So that's not bulletproof either. I know Slam Cave, our man Slam Cave, is raising his son by himself because his ex-wife passed away just recently. But it's going to be challenging for anybody raising it. It takes two parents to raise kids, a man and a woman, a father and a mother. That is the best outcome for all kids. It is already written about. They've already done studies. A child that lives with a mom and dad under the same roof has a better chance of success than kids that are missing one of the parents, especially the father. We got the biggest problem in society is that 95% of men cannot live alone. 100%. Know a lot of them. This is why we do these channels, and I'm glad you brought that up, Europe. We do these channels to help men that are coming out or experiencing some sort of breakup, rejection, infidelity, hypergamy, and to say you have a family or people that get you and understand you, and we're going to try to prevent you from jumping over a cliff again with a woman with a different name and a different hair color. All right, Chris, we're gonna hold you to it. Good evening. Earlier today, I read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. The book always brings peace to my mind. Mega Sea Monkey, good to have you. Tell me where you are from. Anything to calm the mind is very important. I remember hearing this. I read this somewhere. Ships, when they dock in a harbor, a port, they do not come in during hurricanes. Ships dock in calm seas. Never, ever try to fix your life when it is a hurricane. Calm down, walk away, especially if you're dealing with a woman and you're dealing with an argument. Keep it low and keep it calm. Walk away if you have to. You never win anything in a hurricane. Hurricanes always win. Hurricanes can be an argument. Could be a sketchy situation. Could be all sorts of things. But well said, Mega Sea Monkey. Glad that brought you peace. We can live alone, but not married couples. Most married couples are alone. They just don't know it. Here it is, Ramadan. We are fasting. I took 3 weeks off to relax and pray. I also watch your videos. Thank you for your work. You help me a lot. Amara, great. Ramadan's got the 30-day fast. What is it? Sun up till sundown, right? 12, 14-hour days. No food or water. Great health over there. Man, I would love to eat some of that food. You guys make the best damn breads and shish kebabs and all that stuff. I don't know what country you're from, but Oh, that's good stuff. There's Slam Caves channel. Thanks, D-Man, for doing that. Rad, my friend's buddy, got kicked out by his wife, 3 kids. Not surprising. Guys, I got kicked out of my house. I had to leave the house, even though I bought the house. In hindsight, it's a good thing. No more false alligators. No more po-po at night. Teddy Boy Smith is back. Good to see you. Hello, rad hand pink waving. RP Pope is back. Good to see RP. Check out RP's channel. He's been doing some stuff. Modern women are not modern. They are men in women's bodies. Masculinity has infiltrated the feminine world. Femininity has infiltrated the masculine world. Tell me how relationships are supposed to go when the woman is now taking over the man's roles and the man is taking over the woman's roles. It's the clown roll for 300 Trebek. RP says, that's the thing. I am the fucking hurricane. There you go, brother. RP Pope. Oh, Christian says, Inshallah, Ramadan, Allah. I don't know much about Islam. Respect the culture. I didn't grow up that way, but they definitely believe in families. And I believe, welcome, Gerald. Good to see you, brother. Glad you got in eventually. What's going on is the fact that Muslim, Islamic families are having lots of kids. They will be the predominant geography, demographics within the next 50 years. They are smart because China has 1 kid, Japan has 0.15 kids, America has got 1.8 kids, Muslim countries, 10 kids. Do the math. For anyone that does not know, meditation is basically the Bible of Stoicism. Stoicism is great for men. Well said, Megan. Where are you from? Algeria. Dang. African country. Good to have you, Amar. Amar in Spanish means to love. My son played on it with a kid named Amar, and they were a Muslim. Cool kid. Played great basketball. He could never play on he couldn't play on certain. I think it was Saturday or Sunday he couldn't play. But man, we missed him when he couldn't play. Good kid. There's RP Pope's channel. Thanks, D-Man. I need an escape from my toxic family, Megatron. A lot of folks grow up in toxic families, you know? Brian is back. How's it going to you, brother? Brian Renard Davis in the house. Big old clap for you, brother. Good to see you. When I find myself focusing my attention to a woman, I seem to feel worse. Well, I'll tell you why you feel worse. Because the focus is not on you. You can't make a woman happy. You can't make your kids happy. You can't make your parents happy. Only you can make yourself happy. And most people can't even make themselves happy. This is why we do these channels, to help men. Whatever you've gone through, there is a path out. Trust me. Well said, old Christian Henne. I'm not going to say that. Women have short-term memory, says Fearless. Fearless, where are you from? What I've always said is when I went through my divorce, which was a gift, the history was rewritten. So short-term memories, 100%, brother. In the next 10 years, every modern woman will have 5 cats and 2 boxes of wine in the fridge at all times. 2 boxes of wine and 5 cats for 300 Trebek. Islam is very similar to Christianity, Rad. Jesus, Isaac, Abraham, Moses, Muhammad, and Malcolm X. There's a lot of similarities. I mean, Muhammad and Christ have a lot of similarities. Even Buddha and Krishna. You guys understand religion. A lot of similar philosophies, but anything to become closer to your creator and to be a better person, I think, is what religion should push instead of the power hungry and the materialism and things like that. Islam don't believe in racism, and there's no blank or whites. Interesting. Women will waste your time if you allow them. 98% of all women are not recommended. Man needs time away from woman. My dad needed time away from my mom. I needed time away from my kids. We need time away so we can decompress and do the things that bring us. And then when we're stable and calm and in a meditative state and in a calm state, we can be around the people that we care about. If you reach your goal, most men get jealous. Brotherhood is nowadays rare. 100%. There's a lot of men that get jealous from other men's success. You should look at another man that's successful and say, man, if he can do it, I can do it. The guy just had a different positive mental thinking. Luck, I'm not sure if I believe in luck. I believe in conscious vibration and frequency. If you're on a conscious level where you're happy, you're doing well, you're killing it at work, the universe says, man, this guy is not begging. This guy is going to be given more and more and more. That's what I'm thinking. Fearless is I'm from Ghana, but I live in Canada. Good to have you here, brother. We love our African brothers. Got a lot of African brothers. Never argue with her because she'll drag you to her level and beat you with her experience. Never argue with them. Very well said, Megatron. Never argue with a woman. Islam, they believe in Jesus. Whoever, he's not the son of God, but the son of man. Gotcha. Get Free is back. Hi, Rad. Just wondering, do women ever hit on you in Utah? Well, I don't drive a Lamborghini, so I don't know. Maybe at one point they did, but the problem with women hitting on men, they don't hit on men because they have so much attention in their phones. They don't need to. Relaxation. Relation is nowadays only good for 6 months. After all, it's all art. Yeah, well said, Fearless. Yeah, it diminishes very quickly. I'm from Connecticut, but I'm a Peruvian immigrant. I love this country, but it pains me to see the decline in masculinity in men. Wow. Con cuidado con el sendero iluminoso. Who else was there? Who was the friggin' Guzman? Remember Guzman, the prisoner in Peru? I love Peruvian food, by the way. We'd always, in Venezuela, we'd eat with the Peruvian family. We'd have cilantro rice with chicken. Con pollo. What's the other one called? Salado, something salado? Palo? I can't remember. Anyhow, welcome, my friend, the Tumi. Are you Tumi? But I'd love to visit Peru. Guys, I'm all right. You're going to be back in a minute. Go take care of that. RP says that's the truth. Yes, it is. Modern women think that after a divorce or split, the grass is greener on the other side. But it's not. Women live in the fantasy mode. Well, yeah. I think men do too when they get broken up. They go back to the fantasy of the woman they fell in love with. Alex is back. Good to see you. AZ is back in the house. Where's AZ been? Good to see you, brother. Nail on the head. My friend and I had a big fallout one time. Needless to say, we spent too much time together. We all love each other. Yeah, people need time away. You need time. Solo time is so good for people. If people really understand, we all have to go through the loneliness roller coaster and get through it. We get it. I love all women, no matter what color their hair. God created us all, but I hope they learn post-wall looks mean nothing in the end. Well said, AZ. Hunter Christofferson is here. Good to see you. Europe, the only time modern women hit on men is when they hit the wall or get 40 years old. You're not messing around. I miss F-14 Tomcats more than my ex or your wife. No, we love speed and power and gasoline and fire. Promiscuous women are the most miserable creatures. It's not good. You know what? It's not good for women with high body counts. We've already discussed that. What happens? You know, there's nothing behind the eyes. It's just, it's not good for a woman. And they know it. They know it. It's the point of no return. And it's not good for men to go out and boast of their 300 lays or 1,500. That's not good either. A man that's out pushing how to nail tons of chicks is a man not on his purpose. Is a man still putting women first. Scotty from Beaverton. Good to see you, Scotty. Check out Scotty's channel every Friday night. He is streaming with Ike. Good to see you, brother. I'm going to be out there in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Work out, eat healthy, pray to God. That's the right way. Men are not single. God is protecting us from evil. Scotty Side, there's his channel right there. Check out Scotty, our Giga Chad. I'm sure you can get a lot of women walking on the sidewalks near your home and just go up and ask this hunter. You know, a lot of people they're freaked out about guys coming up to them. They call them creeps and things like that. You just can't win. Hail to the chat and host lurking and listening. Cubing Speed is back. Been a while, Cubing. Good to have you, though. Man and machine go greatly together, Brother Rad. Man and machine. We love our power gasoline sucking engines. Philip Back says, yes, blue and pink hair, tats, piercings, fishing tackle. What happened to women? I have no idea. I'm a Gen X and I feel bad for generations behind me. Hello from South Florida. Boca? Weston? Fort Lauderdale? Some of my favorite times is in South Florida. Good to have you back again, Philip. Good to see you. We don't know what's going on, but they're peacocking. They're, showing their power or their independence or their grit. Men don't care about the independence. Men don't care about what degree, what job they have. We enjoy and are attracted to feminine women that are not mouthy, that are not nagging, that make us a sandwich and once or twice a week, that scratch our back, that want to serve. And if they only understood that, they would get everything in the world. It's a very simple recipe. Take care of your man, and everything comes back to you, if you're interested in that. Scotty says, I used to be into the unnaturally colored hair, but that was before the leftists were insane. Well, we're from Oregon, so we know about that, don't we, Scotty? Modern women can give you blank. Don't forget this information, brothers. High body count means itchy scratchies. Well said. Fort Lauderdale. I flew through Fort Lauderdale to go to Cartagena, which is little over 2 hours from FLL. Great airport, by the way. Smoking a cigar. Now woke up this morning. All right, Christian, hang in there. Women single and unmarried, 30. Mental health trauma, single mom, masculine personality, looks declining, and misses the alpha males. I was talking to my sister. She's going through a breakup, and her friend's 33, and she wants babies. And I said, she's already past the window. She's like, what do you mean? I go, she's 33. She's already set in her stone. Her mind has already created this whole world about who she's going to marry, who she's going to have kids with. And guess what? That's fantasy. Some women change men more than their underwears. More and more now. Fearless. Honestly, Dr. G.A.D. Sad relates that in nature, poisonous creature shows they are dangerous through bright colors. What's the deal with the snakes? Red and yellow are mellow. Something. No, is it red and yellow? Something and then something. Paul Jensen is back. Good to see you. Appreciate Paul in the chat. Travis is back. Rad just chilling, working the shop, listening. Got a brand new TIG welder. Expand those skills. Man, welding is a skill. Good for you for doing that. You did a great job too. I played the transition. Hopefully you were listening. Remember, they are poisonous if they are tattooed, colored, haired, and pierced. Damaged goods, all of them. Well said, AZ. I make my sandwich myself. Just need 5 minutes for a big, nice one. Without nagging, complaining, and hearing the voice of a passive-aggressive women. A lot of these gals are abusive. TIG welding, man. But he's good. He's got some very, very good stuff. Check out his channel. Let's all say F it and move to Montana. I'm told the weak don't survive, and it's my sister lives in Bozeman, outside of Bozeman. No, Billings. It's cold in the winters, man. But yeah, there's 2 states you don't mess with, Montana and Alaska. And I'm going to be in Alaska this month. So I'll do a video. But well said, Chris. Montana is still that frontier that nobody messes, just like Alaska. They do not like the government. At 33 years old, it would have been already. Paul's right. Bolo's back from Canada. Another Canadian. Pick it up. Why so many add so many friends on Facebook? It's all, the more attention they get, George, the better they feel. That's all. None of them are friends, just attention. Most important thing for men is silence, and we want women who support us. Well said, Europe. Another thing, George, there's a lot of admirers in those 2,000 friends, a lot of men. And remember, Facebook has a dating component as well. And maybe Travis can build some nice custom MGTOW stuff. I'd be down for Montana. Problem with Montana, beautiful. Glacier, Palmer, Polson, Whitefish. I've been to Helena, Bozeman, Billings. A lot of wind, beautiful area. A lot of Californians have moved there to Whitefish, Glacier area. Glacier, beautiful, by the way, on the way to Canada. It's where we go to visit her parents or her dad's city. Beautiful. Check it out in the summer. Just amazing. Yeah, I've been to Alaska a couple times, and I'm going back for a trade show. Pain in the ass to get to Alaska on Delta. I got to go through Seattle. There's no directs. And then I got to come back, but I'm coming back at 6 in the morning. That's when the flight leaves. So I got to be there at 4:30, 4:45 or whatever. The other flight was leaving at 1 in the morning. I don't know what it is. Anchorage. Robert A's back from Texas. It's been a minute. Hope you and everyone is doing well. Good to have you, Robert A. He's a New Yorker living in Texas. Brad, should I tell my friends about the red pill get free? They won't listen. The only way a man comes to the red pill or this experience is something has happened in his personal life, typically a breakup or a divorce. Typically, they type in, how do I get my ex back? Europe says attention is their drug, 100%. Bros, check out our Dr. Sad, maybe better option than Dr. Jordan Peterson. Sadly, both are in degrees, both what I call half men. If a man is married, he's a double agent. AZ. Well said. Yeah. Women want to have a lot of attention, George. So a lot of friends on Facebook like their photos and comment. I deleted Instagram and Facebook. I don't need it, and it's a waste of time. Well said. I have a fake one. 2 friends. And I use it for my mountain bike team and my homeowners association and also Mexico stuff. Montana means fly fishing for me. Man, you just go to Heber down the road. And then, let's see, Arizona. Let's see, South Florida. Yeah, you can't really fish out there. But, yeah, it's a beautiful area out here. I'm like literally 30 minutes from great fly fishing. Married men are 100% blue pilled and say you must support your woman. I think very few, yes. I just think very difficult. I think there's some purple pillars. But, yeah. Rad House, Alaska. I'm going to be in Girdwood, which they call it Girdweed. It's like the Cabo San Lucas of Alaska. A lot of people go and live in their vans and stuff. Beautiful area. The mountains look like Swiss Alps. Like they dwarf. They make these mountains here in Utah look like little hills. Beautiful area. And the last time I was there, I had reindeer sausage. I had reindeer hamburgers or reindeer burgers, and that stuff's really good too. But a lot of poverty. Mile High Ronin is back. A lot of Native Americans, a lot of firewater. And it's true. The streets at this point in April is going to be it's going to be light till like 4 in the morning, can't sleep. And the streets are going to be full of sand and dirty just because of all the snow. I think a big MGTOW metal art sign needs to happen. Put it right above the front door. MGTOW for 300 Trebek. The red pill is about learning and letting go of the old days. Yeah. We do not recruit for the red pill. The red pill is unrecruitable. We are sought out. And a lot of guys will lurk until they realize, oh my gosh, all these guys are saying exactly how I feel. Yep, a lot of products, a lot of Dylan Mulvaney's on Instagram. pitching Bud Light and Nike stuff. Do they hunt in Montana? Oh, heck yeah, they do. A lot of bear, deer, elk. Yeah, it's they like their guns out there. Go Hit Take Tool says, if a woman's nails make noise when she types on her screen, she's for the streets. Love it. Where are you from, brother? Love it. I always look at their nails. If their nails are bad, you can tell that they're promiscuous as well. I'm thinking of moving over there to be closer to the Far East. There you go. The word is a little scary because I support other bros, smaller channels. I get mentioned in video links by stalker blank trolls on the regular. Yeah, I've seen you on a couple other streams. I got to get out of here. See you later, brother. Rip it up. Good to see Scotty in the house. Men must learn that women are nothing special, eating, drinking, going to the toilet. That's it. Well, when people put women on pedestals, that's when they suffer, if you think about it. Just remember Rad's book. There you go. The only person that can defeat you is yourself. Yes. Bullet point number 16. There's only 24 bullet points. If people really understood that, they could have a good life. Red pill is the dawn of the darkness that we become the light. All it is a gateway to make you think differently. That's all it is. Red pill to me is understanding reality. Blue pill is fantasy. That's all it is. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Christian, long nails are like the flood. Any woman that has long nails, oh, nah, stay away. Go Ahead, Take Tools says, I'm in Minnesota, looking to relocate. Way too woke. Oh, Minneapolis is way woke and cold, looking for more freedom, slower pace of life. Tennessee's cool. I've heard Tennessee's great. Knoxville. Nashville's got some, I think Nashville's growing. Where else could you go? Texas, but Texas is becoming more woke with all the people moving there. Nevada's got some areas. Look for the places that doesn't have state income tax. Florida, Nevada, Texas. I don't know if Tennessee does. Maybe part of the South, but then you're getting in different weather. But I hear you. Minnesota was cool. I mean, I like visiting Minnesota. Minneapolis, I thought it was a cool city, great restaurants and so forth, but way woke. It reminded me of Portland. Social media is destroying every woman. Her looks doesn't matter. They all get brainwashed. Well, the problem with social media is the hive mind. So when one person starts getting blue hair, they all get blue hair. And they think they're going to get more attention. But again, most women, not all, so don't hold me to it, 98% of women seek attention and validation from others, especially other women. So having all of that gets them attention, likes. But you're absolutely right. You're up. Bolo says critical thinking is greater than indoctrination. Most people don't think. That's the problem. Most people just follow the pack. Terminator T800 is in the house. Better to be alone and have a peaceful state of mind than to have a woman bringing constant chaos and police into your home. Well, it's very dangerous. There's a lot of risks. And people don't understand that. There are risks to being in a relationship. These risks they've surfaced within the last 15 years. And guys got to be careful. Got to be careful. We got to keep men out of those bad contracts that they once entered in 20, 10, 15 years ago. Well said, Terminator T800. Good to have you. I'm in central Minnesota, says Travis. It's nice and peaceful, surrounded by nature. You can pee outside the front door without becoming. There you go. Land of 10,000 lakes. If you can deal with Minnesota, you can deal with whatever, right? Because it gets cold out there. Women are like sheep. They just follow and don't ask what, right? There's a lot of women, and there's a lot of men as well that follow the crowd. You need to get married, Rad. No, I don't. Men will shame other men as well, right? Even when you digest this information or this experience of red pill or reality, things change. Your friends will change. You'll lose friends. You'll see the government differently. You'll see education. You'll see careers differently. You'll see minimalism as a god. Being a minimalist, no longer do you have to have a huge house and have all these things to make somebody happy. Great fantasy is that men so easily get hooked by colored-haired dames because they are easy lays. I never seek external validation. It always leads to disaster. Real validation is internal. Well said, AZ. That exactly is what we're trying to push here. Internal validation. You don't need a woman. You don't need external validation from anybody but yourself. You need internal validation. T-Tox is back. Good to see you. The hair hues are like a traffic hazard warning light, gentlemen. Yeah. Detour ahead. That's what it is. Detour ahead. Good to see T-Tox in the house. How's everything going for you out there, brother? Drinking some seltzer water. I lost blue-pilled friend. Good riddance. Megatron says, I'm from Michigan, and we're like a thumb. Michigan's got beautiful parts, too. I lost blue-pilled friends. We all have. Women are simply stress in a skirt. But, oh, women are beautiful. That's for sure. What? You're not married? And here I thought it was good. Woman providing you great content for us. Chrome Dome Omega. Nah, ain't going to do that again. A lot of women struggle a lot of men struggle with women, and their health, financial, emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual health goes out the window. It's very difficult to make somebody happy. That could be a woman, that could be your child, that could be a family member, a friend. It's not our job to make people happy. Well said. There you go, Christian Annie. There you go. Brandon Trueblood is in the house. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully you are stopped somewhere safe or you're driving. Any man that needs a shot of brotherhood, check out Brandon's channel. Every day he live streams from his 18-wheeler. I think that's a great service. Good to see you, Brandon. Yep, physical as well. Physical. I work with hundreds of women. All you hear is meds and purses as they walk into the ship. Is she Banks from Southern Cal? Good to see you, brother. Love minimalism. No furniture to buy every year. No pricey vacation. No bigger house to purchase. It is bliss. When I go to Mexico and other areas, I like to get on the public transportation. I like to keep it real. I don't need to stay in expensive resorts. I'm a minimalist. I like the beach. Beach is free. I'm accomplishing so much every day without the woman never have to be constantly worrying if they are happy or if you are doing enough. Well said, Travis. Well said, brother. Most men need to figure that out. Younger girlfriends are lost and are nuts. I think the maturity of people today, especially Gen Z, a lot of them are so immature. They're almost so stuck in a 12-year-old body and brain. Terminator T800, you're 100% right. 100% right. But I think men have also contributed to that, especially in the court system, the politicians. Ridiculous. Universe not here to make anyone happy. Universe is here to provide you with experience. Chrome Dome. Well said, brother. Well said. The universe will give you what you are vibrating to. So if you're vibrating to the fantasy or the reality, that's what you're going to get more of. If you're vibrating to how do I get my X back, you're going to get more of that, more broken up. If you're vibrating to, hey, I'm a minimalist, I'm loving life, you're going to get more. The universe is give you more opportunities for that. Check out Brandon's True Bloods channel. Thanks, D-Man, for putting that pretty good. Learning to hike again with a prosthetic leg. Good for you, man. Saw a guy in, was it Guatemala? He had a prosthetic leg, and he was doing his thing. It was, where those prosthetic legs have come, in the last 15 years is amazing. Get free. In Mexico, is the crime exaggerated on the news? Is it much safer? Yes, it's exaggerated. I mean, there's areas you don't go to, right? There's areas you don't mess around with. And you got to be smart. You need to know the culture. Yeah, people go, oh, learn the language. Okay, fine. Language is nothing if you don't know the culture. You can speak English and go into Harlem or, Skokie, Illinois, outside Chicago. I don't know if Skokie's probably bougie now, but certain areas, Watts. If you speak English, that doesn't matter. You need to know the culture, right? Women want yours, not you. Yeah. Fun fact, Medal of Honor 2010 removed blank multiplayer. No joke. Wow. Yeah, thanks for putting that up, D-Man. Posting the channels for all of you. Lighting my farms one of these days. Who was lighting their that's in a show, that's in a movie, right? I can't remember which one it was. Philip says, Rad, you have a MAGA baseball hat. I do not have a MAGA baseball hat, unfortunately. I didn't ever buy one. But I believe that the only thing that we have, I think Trump is great. Is he perfect? No. Is he a stalwart? I mean, if you're looking to him for what's the word? Sexual purity, you're probably in the wrong area of the department store. But if you're looking at him as a logical person that can help the economy move, create freedoms, continue the freedoms that we have, great. Reason they don't want him in power is because he's not one of them. Now, he also increased spending. Some of the spending was justified, but a lot of it hasn't. Biden and Trump and Obama have increased our national debt by trillions versus the 3 presidents before them. So we definitely have a financial issue that's coming home to roost. Europe, most men live also in fantasy mode. They are searching for the unicorn. Unicorn doesn't exist. The second problem is the simping culture. Modern women get millions of dollars, and they're going to continue to do that. Men continue to send money to women because they enjoy the attention back. An OnlyFans model wrote him an email. Oh my gosh, you're beautiful. Thank you so much. And then gives the guy a warm fuzzy and he does it again. He gets attention. Cubing Speed says something we know but rarely acknowledge. Average men in their lifetime earn about $2 million. So femmes, tell me again, who is the prize? Cubing Speed. Men must understand the woman you want, get 10 dudes on her phone, if not more. How can you be attracted to her? I'm a Chad, and I'm disgusted. I date a big pizza and not Matt. Yeah. Pizza sounds good. Chris Mitchell makes great pizza too. At least the videos I've seen. Rad, you sent me the video a year ago about the skateboarder with the prosthesis. I use that as motivation, my brother. All of you solid men, keep me motivated. Yeah, John, was it? Oh, what was his name? John something. Yeah, but unfortunately he passed away. John Comer? I think his name is John Comer. He had his front leg was prosthetic. He was a professional skateboarder with a prosthetic leg. Go figure. Guy ripped. But you know what? Anything's possible. So you look at a guy that had it that was in an accident, his leg was amputated, he becomes a professional skater. How many people would say, you can't skateboard, you don't have a leg? And he killed it. Unfortunately, I believe that he overdosed or something happened. There was a depression on his part after his skateboarding career. Kind of like in skateboarding, people have to understand, you're skateboarding, your best years are 15 to 22. If not even 20, because there's a 13-year-old that can do all those tricks better than you, faster and bigger. So the professional, that's why there's so many skateboarders. But anyhow, good for him, John, for doing that. There's another group of skateboarders. There's a couple blind guys. There's a couple guys that it's called, what's it called? They're disabled skateboarders, but they don't call it. And they compete in competition. There's a blind guy that ollied over like 10 stairs, and he uses his cane. It's totally dope. So look, regardless, it's not stopping him, right? It's not stopping them. My math is from a derivative in child support alone. We are the table. Yes, we are the alpha and omega. Men bring value, and it's trying to be, erased. Women collect, well, one simp at a time. Attaboy. MGTOW Forever is back. MGTOW Forever out of California doing some videos lately. Check his channel out. Good to see you, brother. Why do you think almost all boomers are blue-pilled? Good question. Good question. Because most boomers, divorce really didn't exist. Well, it became new. My parents got married in 1968. Ronald Reagan signed the divorce in 1969. So between 1960 to 1975, they had a different view of marriage, and then divorce came and fucked it all up. Modern women want the big Princess Disney movie wedding and not the responsibility. Modern women love to be brides, but not wives. I'm sorry, past T-Tox ain't gonna let that happen. Yeah, I think he had some personal issues. I think he had 2 kids. Nobody really knows, but I think it was probably an overdose. Depression, maybe. Madonna's Material Girl is the most honest song ever written by. Well said. And the one by NWA, I Ain't the One. 1986, NWA, I Ain't the One. There's MGTOW Forever's channel. Men must learn to live alone. Take your money, date yourself, eat what you want, and buy some nice clothes. You deserve it. 100%. Focus on yourself. And again, as Christian says, they had no idea about divorce. It was so new. I knew 2 kids that were divorced in grade school and junior high. It was so weird. It's like, hey, I want to hang out this weekend. How come you didn't come and play soccer with us? Oh, I was at my dad's house. Had no idea. It's all fun and games till 40th. It's discernment, kids. It's a finite window. Most men do not. The years of a woman, fertility, and the best years of a woman, the most attention she's going to get is between the ages of 16. Now, 16 in some countries is legal. Let's just say 18 to 24, 25. They have a 7-year window where they are the most fertile, the most young, the most sexual in terms of, and men look at that. Men, on the other hand, between 18 and 25, we're chumps. We're getting going. We don't hit our stride till around age 40, late 30s, 40 to 65. That's where we excel. But we're building to that point. So yeah, life's a lot harder for men. And if men are depressed and seek external validation and want a woman to make them feel like they're living, they're never getting back. Those guys are lost forever. And I think I just said that. Men must change their way of thinking. You can't turn a 304 into a wife. Maybe she'll change. Modern women never change. Very difficult. Men, let's devil's advocate here. We're very difficult to change too. We have to logically look at the situation and want to change. If we are emotional, and a lot of these kids today are emotional, heaven help us. D-Man says, great to see you. Have a blessed evening. I'm glad you're here, brother. Thanks for doing all you do. Divorce means she can't hold a healthy marriage and will fail again. The second man will get her aggressive hurricanes twice. Well said. 75% divorce rate after the second marriage and 93% for third and subsequent marriages. Well said. The guy that gets with your ex-wife is going to have a harder time to make her happy. She is going to stress out on him quicker than she ever did with you. Well said, T-Tox. We appreciate our brother T-Tox L-Bags from the East Coast. Rad, I noticed married couples try to ostracize the single men. Why is that? I'm in a gated community and folks are puzzled. I'm single. Women try to limit their husband's time on car projects with me. Well, I think a lot of guys that are married shame other guys. Not all, because they want other men to be part of the misery that they experience 24/7 living with their wife. Simple as that. Recently heard the studies have shown that divorce increased when birth control was brought to market. I've heard that, Philip. I've also heard that birth control has also caused the Skittles movement with women. Misery loves company. There you go. Well said, brother. If her words don't match her actions, she's lying. Never listen to their words. Listen to watch their actions. Watch their actions. Please listen to Lost Cause by Beck. Great RP song about the marriage wheel. I'll have to check that out. I do like Beck. Choking on a splinter. Like a termite choking on a splinter. 2 turntables and a microphone. Beck's, he's an interesting cat, that's for sure. Treat women like dessert. It would be nice to have, but they bring zero value. Can't live off dessert. Yeah, I mean, take a bite every now and again, but listen, you can't have great health if you're eating dessert every day. I just came out of a church gig, Lone Wolf MGTOW. What'd you think? What's he say? Truth be told, there's no benefits of being a husband. It's a lot. The benefits are very, very interesting being a husband. The song reminds me, never forget what you suffer from beginning to end. Oh, good. I'll have to check that out. Appreciate that recommendation. Look at the man's face and ask yourself, does he look happy? Nowadays, I've never seen a married man happy. Modern women want a 2-in-1 man, a slave, and an ATM machine. Most modern couples that are married, the woman's always on the phone if she's out with the man. She's on her phone. She's either talking with her earbuds, looking at her watch. She's bored of the guy. Simple as that. The majority. What? It caused the Skittles movement? Don't think we... Yes, it did. Look it up. The Skittles movement for women that are attracted to women. Apparently, there are studies that the birth control has contributed to that. Rewires their brain. Oh, Christian says, no women, no calories. Marriage is the number one reason for divorce. Well said, Terminator. Yeah, we love to talk about that. But you got to stay away from these women with crazy hair. You got to stay away from them with a fishing tackle in their mouth, and their lip, and their nose, and really whacked out tattoos. You can tell any woman you're talking to, if you meet a woman, this is not a dating or a marriage advice channel. If you met a woman and she came up to her, you can tell what kind of woman she is just by looking at her eyes. Lone Wolf says, I'm a professional drummer. Do you drum in the church? Being a husband took its toll, but being the father of 2 grounded, self-aware kids is pure blessing. Good for you, brother. Modern women is a marriage with you, but it's just a matter of time. She will replace you. I'm a Chad and 2 times divorced. I'm not allowed to see my daughter. There's a lot of guys like us, Europe, that have difficult relationships with our kids. Thank the courts for that. Even M&Ms are getting the woke treatment. Oh, yeah. Oh, heaven help us. Birth control, blank, deletion, and no-fault divorce was the beginning of the end. Yeah. 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 Alexander, I find it so amazing how a woman could post a picture on Facebook and she does not look good and obese, and all her friends comment how beautiful. Misery loves company, Alexandra. Europe is right in multiple ways. Legal husband and wife's boyfriend is the new norm that wives are pushing these days. Just relationships are messed up. I mean, that's the world we live in. If people don't see that, I don't know. Heaven help them. I mean, relationships are messed up on television shows, movies, Gone Girl, whacked out movies, relationship shows. It just, it's not a secret. Chrome Dome says, yep, wouldn't really surprise me. Even the non-chemical birth control will still screw with a woman's head. Birth control is not good. Last date I went on was about 4 years ago when I lived in San Jose. I left after 15 minutes. I don't even want to know what it's like now. Worse, MGTOW forever. Warning signs is natural, are on full display, fake from the start. Next. I play drums in the church. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. My son, I bought him a Ludwig drum set, and he plays great. I could never get those, like the two pedals with the cymbals and the bass drum, and I just can't do it. Guitar is all I play. Terminator says women and love don't mix. Keep them on the street. Thought you had your shit together, but damn, I was wrong. You ain't nothing but a lost cause. Check out I Ain't the One by NWA. And Gone Honey by LA Guns. I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to put a little chat in mine. There you go. Gone Honey by LA Guns. Modern women got plan A to Z. Every relationship or marriage got an expiration date. Why? Hypergamy for 300 Trebek. We don't hate female nature. We just navigate it. We understand it. We say, look, do you want to go back to a bad contract? If you do, I'll support you. If a guy wants to go back and get remarried a second, third, and fourth time, what are you going to do? Stop him? And if he's your friend, you want to support the person, but you also know what's going to happen. You know what the sequel is. Single mothers are the new norm. Also, in advertisement here in Germany, they show only single mother. Where is the dad? %83 of all children in the United States are from single mother or single father households. That means there's 17% of all kids today living with a mother and a father. That should scare the shit out of people. Gone Honey by LA Guns, Rebel Against Defeat. Good to have you. Good to have Rebel Against Defeat in the house. I've been a professional church drummer for 30 years. I play Christian contemporary music and gospel. I do like some Christian bands. DC Talk. I like a little Michael W. Smith. I like Audio Adrenaline. Kevin Max, he left DC Talk. I got some of his stuff. Dakota Motor Club. Newsboys are okay. So I'm all right. I can hang with my Christian rockers. There you go, AZ. Average white band, please don't fall in love. There's a study, they found a big collaboration between women, hysterectomy, they lose estrogen and lose the need to have a home. I don't think you're wrong there. Estrogen is a big player in hormonal functions with the ladies. And my mother, when she went through her menopause, man, she was a different mother. And my mom was a stay-at-home mother that raised us, 6 kids. But hormone, even men that are losing their testosterone, that's they become weak and emotional as well. So it's good to be in a solid, have your health monitored, be in good health. All religions require discernment. Lots of women's fishing with hypergamy. Well said. I'm going to cut this out in a second, guys. It's been great. May smack the ever-living shit out of him. If she leaves you, that's a blessing in disguise. Yeah, a lot of guys don't see that. The reason why so many women are frustrated with the MGTOW movement is because they can no longer use us as useful idiots. Well, they just don't have control anymore, right? My dad was a Bible thumper when I was a kid. There's some pretty damn good Christian rock bands. There are. MGTOW forever. Megatron Shiv by Stave Aker. Is that a Christian band? Go Goo Rad is, I don't know if that's a band, but I'm going to cut this out, guys. I read an article that women with high body counts get more masculine every time the man busts his gallons of nuts. I do. I think microchimerism was what it's called. The more DNA the woman gets from the man, she takes on the DNA of those men. So there's nothing, what you said is 100%. I don't believe there have ever been women that have passed the Bechdel test. Passport bros have proved one thing: femmes are desperate not to admit they need men. Evening speed. Stay single. Thanks, Robert, for being here. And you guys have been great. Let's see. It meant I tried to save my ex. Don't do it. No, don't do it at all. You guys have been great. We'll be back soon. Rebel Against Defeat, chase excellence, and stay away from those multicolored whack jobs. Clown World for 300 Trebek. I'm out.